Hey guys, Andy here, and I'm here to talk to you about all things mundane and makeup related. So if that's your vibe, I would love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. So let's go ahead and get on into today's video, which is going to be a holy grail or utter fail testing new makeup, and Chatty, get ready with me. So as you can see, I am barefaced, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, all the things. So 95% of these things are things I haven't tried before, and things that I have tried before, we'll talk about why. But I wanted to come on here and talk about what Caitlin Foreman, I will leave her listed on below, did a video of this, of like brands that just ick, I should say, that did you dirty, and some bad experiences with some brands, I guess is the best way to put it. And I've had some issues. And I was even talking with her in the comments of her video of like, I've been having issues with a couple brands lately too. And like, I feel like it's a universal experience of like having issues with brands. So that's what we're going to talk about. Also, this is my first video I'm filming with the pink hair. Let me know how you feel about it. Love to know. So for primer, we're going to start. I'm going to do, this is not new to me, this is the Danessa Myricks Universal Skin Blurring Balm. We're going to do this on half the face because I know how much I like this primer. But we're going to do on the other half of the face the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. I used this once, and I just don't know my feelings on it, and I wanted to put this against a blurring primer that I know that I really like, so we're just gonna, and we're gonna put the Glow Recipe on this side, which has to blur because I have a scar on my face, so we're gonna put the Danessa Myricks on this side. So, the two brands today that I will be talking about, I do want to first say that, one, my issues have been resolved, and we will get to that. So, no hate towards these brands, no shade, no nothing. My issues have been resolved. If you love these brands, if you've purchased from these brands, fantastic. I love that for you. But I just want to come on here and explain, like, for people who maybe have never purchased from these brands, like, what happened, because this might deter some people from purchasing, and I don't want to pressure anyone one way or the other, but if I had known other people maybe were going through these issues with a brand, then maybe I wouldn't have made a purchase. So, oh, I think I put too much. We're gonna put that onto the neck. So, we'll start with the brand that did me the least dirty. Because they did less bullshittery. And that was Notoriously Morbid. I placed an order. If you hear my cat playing with his toy, I apologize. I placed an order on February, I believe, 22nd. It was 20th, 21st, 22nd, one of those days in February, for their, what was it? I have it right next to me, because I'll unbox both my orders at the end of this. But what was it? The Weird Vibes palette is what I placed my order for. I placed an order, I got the palette, and then I got 4 loose shadows, because if you don't know me, hi, I really like loose shadows. So, and I'm just letting the primer sink in before we go in with, I'm going to try out the Rose Ink Skin Enhancer Luminous Tinted Serum in the shade 40. We're going to try this. So I'm just going to let that sink in for a second, and we'll... But I do also want to try this, because if I don't like this as a primer, it is a serum. I'm going to move this over to my skincare if I don't like it as a primer. That's why I want to test it against a primer that I know I like for blurring. So there's that. But, so when I placed my order, in my confirmation email, it said that the turnaround time for my order, for it to be shipped out, was 15 to 20 business days. And it said weekends are not included and holidays are not included, which, okay, totally get that. So I mapped out in a calendar. Oh, I hate the way that this looks. Just like the suspended pigment in the serum. Because I've heard the best way to put this kind of foundation-y skin tint on is with your hands. Even though, like, that is not how I like to put on my makeup. So I'm going to probably sponge it out after. Because I hate this feeling of, like, putting it on with my hands. Like, it feels icky, but I digress. So, I waited. I mapped out the 20 days. I even gave them an extra couple days, just in case my math wasn't correct on how long 20 days was. And then I emailed them and I was like, hey, you know, it's been 20 days. And mind you, finding on their website their email is ridiculous. It's not in an info section. It's not in their FAQ. You have to, like, scroll down on their webpage. Like, they don't have a contact us section. Like, it's in a really dumb spot from a user perspective, in my humble opinion. So I do really think that evened some things out. I would probably put just a tiny bit more on this cheek. It definitely was luminous. Didn't give a crazy amount of coverage, and I hate that, like, the application with my hands, but, you know, I think overall it's pretty. Okay, so normally I would have went in my eye brightener before, but I didn't know how much coverage this was going to give. So this is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener in O2 Golden Ivory. So let's... Oh, God. We're going to just do that much. And then I usually use a brush to do my color corrector. But for me, this gives more concealer vibes than color corrector. But we shall see. But so I emailed them. A week goes by. Nothing. No email back. So, after a week, I emailed them again, and I CC'd my original email, and I was like, hey, just checking in. It's been another week. Like, I just want to know what's going on with my package. Like, it's now been over 30 days, and when you look on their website, they says that their turnaround time is 30 days plus due to large orders. But my email that I got said 15 to 20 days. So, why would you put that as my turnaround time if your website says a different turnaround time? But so, like, I sent them a second email. Still, and I was waiting on a response. I think that looks nice. That definitely brightened a little bit. And honestly, for me, that gives more concealer vibes. But for actual concealer and to, like, give me some coverage, cover up my breakouts, I'm going to use, this is the Yensa Super Serum Silk Concealer in the shade Fair 2. That's what we're going to do with that. So, again, I waited a whole week. No response. So, because you can call them. You do not have to email them. You can also call them for customer support. So I went on their website, got their customer support number, and called them. And it said, you have so many people waiting in front of you, that it's going to be an hour of hold time. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not sitting on hold for an hour. So I chose the option to leave a voicemail and have someone call me back. And so I left in my voicemail my order number and, like, hey, I've emailed you guys twice. Like, I just want an update on where the heck my package is. Like, if you haven't shipped it, that's fine. But just, like, it's now been over 30 days, which, like, you told me in my email it was 15 to 20 days turnaround time. But even your website says 30 days turnaround time, and with the holidays and weekends, it's been over that. So, I still haven't had an update on my shipping. Then I had to go into a doctor's appointment, so they called me back while I was in my doctor's office. They left me a voicemail, and they sent me an email. And they were like, we are so sorry. Apparently it was the business owner. She emailed back and was like, we are so sorry. We'll get your package out to you by the end of the week. And I said, okay, thank you for the update. It's like, that's all I wanted was an update. Oh, my Lanta. For cream products, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer and the Lovecraft Beauty Liquid Cosmic Blush in Mercury Moves. And the bronzer I have in the shade 1 Fair. So this is what the bronzer looks like. All I've done is swatch it. So first going to try it with a brush. But, so I was like, I'm going to wait a week. Ooh, that's pigmented. And if a week goes by and I don't get an update on my shipping information, I guess I'll just call back again. Because calling them seemed to do the trick. Like, so if you're having an issue with Notoriously Morbid, I highly recommend actually calling their customer service and not just emailing them, because calling them gets a response. But no, by the end of the week, they had shipped out my package. like they said they were going to. And once it shipped, it only took, I would say, maybe a week, 5 days. Once it shipped, it got to me very, very quickly. I'll say that. I can't remember how many days it actually took once it shipped, but once shipped, it got here very quickly. Now, it came in the littlest box, and I got my 4 loose pigments and my palette. The palette is definitely way smaller than I was anticipating it being, because I spent $50. So I won't be shopping with them again, and it is what it is. Because I shouldn't have to go through all that effort of emailing you twice and then calling you for you to then get back to me. That is a bit ridiculous. This smells like citrus. Oh, that's pink. I was not expecting. Super pink. Where did it go? Okay, let's try this again. This feels really cooling on the skin. Okay, maybe a sponge isn't the way to go. Okay, yes, a brush is better. The sponge was eating up the product. There we go. This feels really cooling on the skin. So that's nice. But so that's my issue with Notoriously Morbid. Like I said, it got taken care of. I got my package. It just took a lot of extra hoopla for absolutely no reason. Not new to me powder. This is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. I'm just trying to use this little mini up. So we are just gonna powder the face. Let me put this on and I'll be right back. Alright, so for powder bronzer, I'm going to use the Jasmine Beauty Beachside Bronze in the shade Light. I've used this once, and I just want to get, like, my proper feelings about it. Powder blush, I'm going to use the Natasha Denona My Mini Dream Glow Blush. All I've done is swatch it, so we got to use that. And then for highlight, I just got this in Ice Cream Beauty. This is the Ofra Mini Mix palette. So I'm going to use the highlighter. So let's go in with bronzer. Because I remember, like, this looks, like, really dark and red for a light bronzer. But, like, going on the skin, like, I think it looks nice. So the other company, which we have so much more to get into, is Copacetic Cosmetics. And again, I don't want to feel like I don't want you guys to feel like I'm coming on here bashing the brand. But I just want to tell you guys my story of what happened in case you want to make an order so you're aware, or if this is happening to you, so you don't feel alone. So with Copacetic Cosmetics, what I didn't know was that they were having an issue shipping out orders. So they hadn't shipped out orders from their Black Friday sale. And I placed an order in February, Black Friday, for people who maybe aren't in the US and aren't aware. That is in November. Because the owner of Copacetic made a Facebook post, and I took screenshots, so I'll put it here, just stating that, like, hey, you know, those of you that are still waiting on your order to be shipped, she was basically having a mental health issue, and I'm also someone who struggles with mental health, so, like, I totally understand, but she just had felt super overwhelmed, a lot was going on, and she just stopped looking at her business stuff and was just so paralyzed. And, like, I get that. But so she had just started reshipping out Black Friday orders, and that had me nervous, because, like, if it's February and you're just now shipping out Black Friday orders, I placed my order in February, and I placed a $175 order. How long is it going to be for me to get my order? So I emailed her, and I was just like, hey, listen, my order was not a Black Friday order. Can you give me any information on it? Crickets. It was over a week went by, and nothing. I'm going to start by just doing the 2 blush sides. That's cute. That's really cute. I'm going to mix the highlighty side for the front half. Oh, that's really cute. Oh, I like that. That's super cute. So, I waited another, like, week since I had sent that email. Got nothing. So then I sent another email, and I was like, hey, just check it in. I sent an email with my order number, all of that, and I was like, help. Like, I just want information. I was completely understanding, like, mental health and all of that. Like I said, I get it. I also struggle from mental health issues. Totally get it. I think I'm just going to stick to the, like, light and slightly pinky. And I want to see if this, I just got this kind of fan brush. I want to see if this really, I mean, it works. This is just not the kind of brush that I'm ever really going to use. But it's a Luxie brush, and I love Luxie brushes. Let me know what you guys would use this brush for. Because I just feel like I have no idea what I would use it for. Maybe I should pinch it and, like, see, I feel like that defeats the whole purpose of the brush. Because, like, this is just the normal kind of highlight brush that I use, that I prefer. But so, I sent a second email, and I was just like, hey, I would just like some information. And so my second email, she was like, I am so sorry, you know, that I haven't gotten back to you. This, that, and the other. I'll have your package out by, I think she said the end of the week. And I was like, awesome, fantastic, thank you for the information. Great. So I even gave her an extra few days because, again, stuff happens. I'm now going to I'm going to use this finishing powder. This is the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Diamond Dust in Starlit Glow. This is for a skin perfecting glow. Oh, let's swatch it. Yeah, I'm getting glitters. So let's see. I don't normally use like a finishing powder, but I want to try. And so I waited another week, and I gave her an extra few days. Nothing. No movement on my package whatsoever. I don't know if I see anything with this. I'm definitely seeing glitter, like, on the brush. This might be something I have to, like, fiddle around with and try some more. But it smells really nice. Trusty old Urban Decay all-nighter. Mostly because I'm just trying to use that one now. So, after the 10 days were up, I emailed again. I was like, hey, package hasn't moved. No response. We're going to do brows now, just because I have new brow products. So I have the Sephora retractable waterproof brow pencil in neutral gray brown, and the Glossier boy brow in clear. So from my email of like, hey, it's been a week since you've said you were going to ship it, hasn't shipped, what's going on? That went without a response for a week. I sent another email, and I was a little bitchy, I will say, in that email, which made me feel horrible. But I was just like, listen, I spent $175 on products. You said you were going to ship them out by the end of the week. I've given you an extra week and a half to no response. Like, if I don't get a response, I'm going to need a refund. And I'm not a big, I want a refund on my products type of person. But that wasn't just a small purchase. It's $175. And the thing is, if in that original email where she told me how long it was going to be for me to get my products, if she had said, hey, it's going to be a month because I have mental health stuff going on, I'm just getting my Black Friday orders out, it's going to be a month, I would have been totally okay with that because, again, I understand you had things going on. I understood the situation, but you told me it would be out within a week. You set yourself those parameters. So, like, that's what I'm expecting, because that's what you said was happening. You didn't have to tell me that, but you did. So now here we are. This is a very hard pencil compared to, like, my NYX brow pencils that are more creamy. Like, I feel like I'm really having to, like, push to get any product, and, like, ow. Don't love that. Let's see about the brow gel. This feels nice. I'm not as picky about brow gel, especially clear brow gel. So we'll just have to see, does it dry down crunchy? Does it hold the brows? That's really about all I care about. So let's see, can I warm this up? Like, this is such a hard pencil. Like, even warming it up on the back of my hand isn't really doing much. Ow. Yeah, this is a no for me. This hurts. No thank you. But anywho. So then after the kind of mean email that I sent, I will be upfront that, like, it was a little rude. She emailed me back and she's like, hey, I'm so sorry. I was out of the office for a whole week. due to my kids being out of school, I'll get your package out personally by the end of this week. And I said, okay, thank you for the update. So that Friday rolls around and she emailed me and she's like, I just wanted you to know that I'm personally dropping your package off at the post office right now. And as she had emailed me that, I had gotten a notification that, like, your package has been shipped. And so, like, she was being truthful. She shipped it. My package came. Now, I will say, the box is super cute. It's like a pink cloud material. And the paper, so here's what the shadows come in. Has their branding on them. Even their, like, packing, like, their paper says Copacetic Cosmetics. Personally, I think that she could come down in price if she didn't have a box that had their name on it, paper that had their name on it. Like, literally, you really only need this to have your branding. But, like, it's cute. Now, do I think you should expect free gifts with purchase? Absolutely not. But I think if you're, like, making your customers wait and not being forthright with what's going on, I think it would just be nice to have, like, a little free gift in there. And neither of those brands did that, and that's, like, a little meh. But that's neither here nor there. Brands shouldn't have to do that. So yeah, out of everything that we've tried so far that's new, this is the only thing that I inherently don't like. This was bad. No thank you. No thank you, ma'am. So, like I said, the stories got resolved. I do have both of my packages. It just took... I have never had to, like, hound a brand to, like, send me my package that I paid for. And that was just crazy for me. So I have unfollowed both of those brands on social media, and I will not be purchasing from them going forward. I'm going to go finish my face because the palettes that I'm using aren't new. I need to hit my last use on this palette and my last use on this palette. So I'm going to go do my eyeshadow. I will be using, brand new to me, these 4 things. So I'm going to tell you that now. The Rare Beauty Mascara, in just the shade black. Yeah, the shade black. That's new to me. This is the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Waterproof Gel Lip Liner in Current Mood. The Wet n Wild Rich Satin Lipstick in Brandy Kiss. I've used both of these once, and they're really nice, but I want to put them together. And then I'm thinking I'm going to use this liquid eyeshadow. This is from Charmacy? Jesus. And this is an OVIP 6. It's a duochrome liquid shadow, and that's what I think I'm going to pair with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all of that off camera. I'm going to come back and show you the final look, and then I figured we could unbox those 2 packages together. Or maybe I'll just come back and show you the look, and we could do that in a separate video. Because maybe not everybody wants to see that. So maybe that's what I'll do. Do that in a separate video for those of you who don't care and just wanted the story time. So I will come back and show you the final look in just a second here for you. Alright, so this is the finished look. I did end up using the liquid eyeshadow on the inner corner, and I think the lips look lovely. I ended up doing a liner with the Lottie Linden Felt Tip Liner, and that's done. I had to shake it a million times to get this liner, and I don't even love it, so that is now garbage. And I had it for a usage goal for like 10 uses, and I think I opened it for the project that it's in. Let me see. What projects are you even in? Doesn't matter. I think I got 4 uses out of 10 and I'm decluttering it. It's throwing it away. It's garbage. But I think the look turned out nice. The bronzers look nice. The blushes look nice. I'll just need to try this again without using a sponge first. Brush only. Because I think that looks good. The highlight looks beautiful. Over highlights always look beautiful. This is the Real Dud, the eyebrow pencil, but The brow gel, we are not crunchy, and they haven't really fallen yet, so I heard good things about the boy brow, so that's nice. I really like the Rare Beauty mascara. That was my first time using that, and that was lovely. I'm not getting a lot of multi-chromeness from the liquid eyeshadow, but on the inner corner, it looks really pretty. This, as I throw it, 1 second, this finishing powder, the Diamond Dust, up close, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but I can see all the tiny little glitters from this. So if you don't like glitter on your face, this is not for you. I, on the other hand, love a little bit of glitter. So I'm going to need to try this again. This is one, I'm going to need to try all these products multiple times to finish, like, my thoughts. But the only thing I wasn't happy with was the brow pencil. And that is what it is. Everything else, I'm pretty darn happy with. So I am going to make a separate video unboxing both of those orders. So if you want to see that, that'll be in a separate video. Womp womp for those of you that wanted to see it in this one. But this video I saw is long enough as it is of me chatting about all of that. Like I said, I hope it didn't come across too negative. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on what happened with these. Because, like, I wanted to unbox these way sooner. But that's where they've been. And so, yeah. I will do those next, and that will be the next video. After this probably won't get posted for a minute, but that is everything for this video. I appreciate you being here and listening to me ramble. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below, and I will talk to you there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.